Hoi?
Hoi!
No, not boy. Why is this not showing us?
Why is it not showing why?
It wasn't showing the stream. It was as if we were still offline, but I refreshed and it's working now.
Oh yeah, you might have brought it up before,
I mean, I usually just leave it sitting on our channel so that I can see how it's looking live.
Terrible. The answer to the question
Normal?
is terrible.
Okay, but like, is it functionally terrible or is it like broken?
Well, I think the only way our channel would be broken is if Twitch was broken.
I don't know. OBS could be broken.
But that wouldn't be the channel being broken. That would be our ability to stream being broken.
But if OBS fucks something up while trying to send the data to Twitch or something, I don't know. I don't know.
Did we play this last Sunday? I honestly forgot.
Yes.
I honestly forgot.
I'm aware.
Cause I know.
You just said so.
Cause I know we played it the one Wednesday.
Yeah, and then we played it on Sunday, and then we played Monster Camp last Wednesday.
That's true.
And then you played some kind of power washing thing while I was gone.
Yes.
I got that notification. I was like, what? Okay.
Look. I'm a weird person. What do you expect?
You'd be a weird person, so thanks for meeting expectations.
Do I exceed expectations?
Of weirdness? I don't know, maybe sometimes.
I'm glad that I
pretty well calibrated my expectations after however fucking many years.
7? No, 6.
Just about 6 now, yeah.
Why does the capture not... Why does it not like the number 6?
6. Like 666. Motherfuckers.
Okay, captioner, go home, you're drunk.
Captioner's been drunk.
As drunk as you?
I'm not drunk anymore.
That's the qualifier.
Yeah, well, I knew going in I was going to be drunk, and then I ended up at double the bachelorette party because they shared me. So, yeah, of course, I got really drunk.
You got double the drunk?
I got double drunk.
Things are peaceful for a while after that. However, I don't see Van Helsing again that whole day. That's the only thing that concerns me. Oh? Oh. Spoopy.
Spoopy?
Spoopy. Whereas the captioner wants me to say poopy.
Is that better or worse than it thinking that my spoopy was Willowby? Oh, it got spoopy that time, though.
Oh, come on. Spoopy, come on. There we go, after like 5 corrections.
Just want to know how I got Willowby.
I don't ask questions anymore.
I have a lot of questions.
The only questions I have concerns Kingdom Hearts and how drunk I should be.
Like someday maybe I'll stop getting distracted by this captioner, but that day is not today.
I know for a fact I'll never stop getting, what's the word? I forgot how English works. Help.
Raise your line.
But I forgot how English works.
Raise your line.
Also, should I do this in the normal voice or the Van Helsing voice?
I don't know. The Norman narrator.
That
You don't read the narrator as MC anyway,
that night
right?
at midnight in the forest near London. Okay, this music is disturbing.
I don't hear the music.
You
It's
should.
not loud enough.
Is that
Oh,
loud
now I
enough?
hear it if I turn up.
I boosted it up to like 130%, and you're like, now I hear it.
Only somewhat.
I mean, yes, it is quiet.
Damn it! Hell!
Why is it after me? Monster! Footsteps draw near. The man's family and servants have all been murdered. There was nothing he could do. They were only props for the sake of appearance. He could replace them at any time, but he cannot replace his own life. He has run quite far already. He can see the faint lights of the city through the trees. Almost there. If he can only reach the gates. He suddenly hears the footsteps behind him. I'm going to die. He feels this instinctively and quickly spins around, drawing his pistol.
Damn you! Seems like I should have read Nobleman for how much he's costing.
He fires without hesitation, but the figure he had sensed behind him is nowhere to be seen. Huh? How could this be? The thing that was chasing him is still out there, lurking in the darkness, waiting for its chance to strike. Where are you? Come out, monster! He wants to run as fast as he can, but he feels with great certainty. Or as the captioner says, dippity 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 dippity.
Hi.
No, it changed pie to dippity.
Well, I only see the delayed one, so you know.
But
Dippity hi.
he feels with great certainly that that the moment he turns his back, death will leap upon him. What do you want? Revenge? It means nothing. You lost. Your whole lot is doomed to extinction. What? Stop! Stop!
A lot of hits.
That was a lot of hits.
Nobleman got the shit beat out of him. Yeah, the bit sheet out of him. Yes. Definitely. See, I'm also great at speaking.
Well after he was dead, punch, punch, punch. His screams finally stop. The only sound is that of the insects in the night. The next morning, I awake in my bed. Last night, I fell asleep the moment I lay down. I wish that's how I was last night.
That's more like how I was last night.
Oh my gosh. I was up so late last night because I couldn't fall asleep.
I wanted to stay up later, but then I crashed.
I mean, after the weekend you had that far?
Yeah, I mean, it started Thursday, so
That's a long time.
yeah, I mean, I've been saying it was like 2.5 days in which I did like 2 weeks worth of liver damage. Blech.
Flemish diamond.
Flemish diamond liver damage. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Captioner. You're so good at your job.
I'm dying.
Well, have you tried not?
Well, no, I've not tried not.
Maybe you should try that.
How does one try not? Where does
I
one
like
go to get a
trying
knot?
a string store.
Do you just go to a string store and buy a knot?
No, you buy string so that you can try to not.
Okay, okay. Touche. The quality jokes you expect when you come here.
Very low. Very low quality.
I didn't realize it, but I must have been completely worn out, both physically and mentally.
They did tell you so.
After you know, were
And he's like, no, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And Van Helsing's just like, you're literally shaking.
caught by a serial killer, barely survived. There was an explosion.
Hearing the trauma, seeing the trauma,
Feeling the
dealing with the
trauma.
police.
Yeah. You're not fine. Compared to last night, my body and my mind feel much lighter.
Oh.
I look at the clock and see that it's already time for breakfast. They've worried so much about me, I should at least help. I think this as I rush to the dining room. Everyone is already gathered there. You're late. Van Helsing is here, and I sigh with relief. However, nobody is eating. There's tea and some simple snacks on the table. In the center is a single page from a newspaper.
Good morning. It's past breakfast time, but did something happen?
Yeah, shark Tamagotchis.
Mm-hmm. You saw that.
Oh my gosh. I saw that and I'm like, that is so adorable. But I don't think I would be getting one. They're just so adorable. I also find it very funny that everyone just decides, hey, you know what we should all send Sharky? Just everything shark related.
Yeah. What, are we wrong?
I am not a shark aficionado. A fish aficionado.
Okay, but Sharka got cheese. Sharka got cheese. Did you look at the hammerhead one?
The one on the bottom?
At least I assume it's supposed to be a
Yeah,
hammerhead.
that's a hammerhead.
Yeah.
That's...
I think it's really funny.
Oh.
It almost looks like a frog because of the
yeah.
eyes on the side.
Of the actual Tamagotchi, yeah.
Yeah.
See, which out of the ones in the picture, which one are me? Or which one is me? Is it the second row far to the right?
I had to pick one of these sharks to be you. That one,
Because that one looks probably closest to my normal icon that I keep forgetting to switch out to on stream.
I would say that one, or maybe the one underneath it. bottom row.
Okay.
You also have a thingy that's sort of in that pose.
Yeah, I do.
I think, yeah, the color is a little bit in between those two.
Yeah, it is.
But
Adorable.
I vote for the lower one because it has purple buttons, and we're on the Ace channel here, so you know.
Not like I'm going to be buying it, though.
All right, everybody, we gotta send Sharky. That's Sharkagachi.
No, you don't!
Oh, they're not even functioning.
No,
It's
they're
sad.
not. They're literally just cute little things.
I mean, I honestly just saw the picture and went, all right, send.
Of course you did!
Of course I did. What else was I supposed to do?
Because it's shark related, and apparently I need to have
Okay.
everything shark related sent to me.
Everything cute that's shark related. I don't just send you random shark facts. I send you cute shark shit.
What was the last time you sent me a cute shark thing?
Today, with the Sharkagachi.
I meant before today.
I don't know, let me scroll up in the Discord.
That's what I'm doing. It was last December. Oh my gosh.
Sounds about right. I don't look at cute shark things. They just kind of come up here and there, and I go,
because
boop.
it's a IKEA shark character was sitting around in Shibuya IKEA today.
Yeah, it's just whenever I happen to come across it.
And he's
so
wearing a
makes
business
sense.
suit.
Business shark. Business sharky.
Could you imagine me in a business suit, though?
That's why it's funny.
You're
Wait, I'll be right back.
I'm
gonna grab a snack.
You're just gonna message the art friend and just to be like, business suit Sharky.
I said I'm gonna be back to grab a snack, and you have to understand, I don't have my speakers just on anymore. You have to stop. Then I can't hear you if I take my headphones off. Okay, I'll be back.
I love speaking gibberish. And just seeing what the captioner decides it wants to do. It doesn't seem to like the word captioner because it likes to say caption or instead of captioner. Oh my gosh.
I'm back.
Meh.
You should be really proud of me. I have water for the stream for the first time, like, ever.
That's good. You should be drinking water more often.
Until I recover, yeah.
No. You should be drinking water more often.
So that I recover.
No.
Drunkenness.
Just in general, you should be drinking water more often.
I saw a great sticker today earlier. You know, there's the hydrate or dihydrate, right?
Yes.
This one was rainbow, and it said, hydrate or die straight.
Okay.
I turned to my roommate, I was like, I don't want to be straight!
Well, you better hydrate with water. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's okay to be straight for people who are straight. As long as they're not being dicks about it.
Yes, as long as they're not being dicks about it. I already forgot what we were talking about 2 minutes ago. So I'm just going to read my line because I already forgotten the tangent. Van Helsing.
Sharkies. Sharkies. Sharkies is a tangent.
I made the comment of you're just going to go to Art Friend and say business suit Sharky.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't.
Mm-mm.
Because nobody should be seeing a business suit Sharky.
I mean, I think I'd wait for, like, if there was some kind of occasion for you to get a business Sharky in the first place.
What occasion would that be?
I don't know. Like, I don't care to see a business suit shark. I already have a sailor shark.
Oh, yes, you've already tortured me with Sailor Sharky.
Mm-hmm.
And my poor, poor knowledge of Sailor Moon. Van Helsing taps his finger on an article in the newspaper. I already forgotten how that's supposed to be pronounced.
It's Azoth, like as above, so below.
Do you think I will remember it like that?
Helps me.
You're the demon person!
You just have to figure out your own way to remember it then. That's how I'm remembering it.
You are literally the demon person.
Yeah, I'm Satan. I am a demon, that's correct. Thanks. So you figure out what works for you.
That's all acting. I cannot speak.
You also said that you like pulled up the thingy and read.
Do you think
or like had it read the pronunciation like 3 times and you immediately opened your mouth and said it wrong?
Yeah, because I can't remember it.
But why?
Because it's not sticking in my brain for some reason. Do you think I know how my brain works? My brain is an endless void that's filled with Kingdom Hearts.
So your brain is the darkness.
Yes, my brain is literally the realm of darkness. A just void that just has Kingdom Hearts sitting in the middle of it. That is true.
I'm concerned about the astrophysics of Kingdom Hearts in your brain.
What's wrong about Kingdom Hearts just sitting in my brain? It's fine. It's just the aggregate of everything.
Or maybe I'm concerned about the astrophysics of, like, the void of darkness.
The entire realm of darkness just sitting in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that leave all the thoughts? Oh, that's how it is. There isn't any thoughts.
No thoughts, head empty.
Kingdom Hearts head empty.
Oh, I think at that point it's no thoughts, head too full of Kingdom Hearts.
But there's an entire realm around Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean Kingdom Hearts is very, very tiny? Or the realm is just very, very thin?
I think it means that it's very, very dense overall. Because it has to fit within the volume of your brain.
My tiny, tiny brain.
I wasn't aware the entire realm of darkness fit within a single human skull or shark skull.
Today you've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Azoth acted again. It seems that he's capable of moving quite quickly.
What?
I've read the article Van Helsing pointed out to me. A mass murder. The word Azoth written in blood. I furrow my brow and continue reading. Last night, in the forest near London, a Viscount Brandel's mansion was attacked. Viscount Brandel! A victim of the Azoth incident. It is said that his corpse appeared to have been mauled by a beast. The man's family and servants were killed, and the Yard announced that the wounds are consistent with an animal, like a bear. However, Viscount Brandel himself was found dead in the forest a small distance from his mansion. The word Azoth was written on the tray he was leaning against, apparently with what seems to be the Viscount's blood. Scotland Yard has been under recent scrutiny after the attempted cover-up of Jack the Ripper's escape. A picture accompanies the article. It's a grainy photograph. I can't even read the word photograph.
Mm-hmm. But you can say it when you're not reading.
That's how it works. If I'm not reading, I can say things. This is why I shouldn't read.
Reading is fun.
I should just make up things.
Oh, so you want to write?
See, but I can't write either.
Well, maybe you could work on that. For fun.
No, there's too much video editing I need to work on.
Then do that.
It's a grainy photograph showing the letters written on a tree in blood.
This is the one who controlled Jack.
Most likely.
Van Helsing, do you think this is also the work of Finis?
I think it's quite a high possibility. He seemed to know about my past. It's all it takes for me to find him suspicious. I'm going to go to that location. What about the rest of you? I'll go, of course. As long as they're after her, we can't just stand aside and do nothing. Same here.
Me too. I can't allow things like this to go on without doing anything. If all of you are going, I shall accompany you. Thank you, everyone.
I shall go this time as well. A potato!
Detective Potato! I'm glad that made you laugh as hard as it did.
Detective Potato. Mm-hmm.
Well, he's going to go investigate. Therefore, Detective Potato.
Just a potato with the Detective Pikachu hat on it. That's why I was like, glad I'm getting a Sharky wheeze out of this.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then, pause, with a pipe sticking out of it.
Like Sherlock?
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
And, you know how potatoes can grow eyes? So a pair of potato eyes staring out. This is what I was imagining. That's why I was laughing so hard.
Oh my gosh. gosh! Ow! I'm glad I gave you such a vivid picture by saying Detective Potato.
Mm-hmm. It's like a little russet potato, hat, pipe, little potato eyes in a pear.
Ready to investigate the murder.
Mm-hmm. With potato power.
Yes, with potato power. Potatoes are very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
His voice comes out of nowhere. Deli, who so far has been avoiding the rest of us, is watching us intently.
I'll involve myself in this incident.
Potato power! I just
And a potato.
I just imagined Scrappy Doo. His whole thing is like when he's about to do something big, he says something like Scrappy Power or something like that. I just now imagine Deli going Potato Power.
I mean, I think Delacroix has a little bit more dignity than Scrappy Doo.
I mean, an actual potato has more dignity than Scrappy Doo.
Also true.
That's fine, but is something bothering you? Does anything about this stand out to you?
I'm not gonna say anything until I have proof. However, I cannot overlook this. Do you take issue with this, Van Helsing?
You don't need my permission. I'm not your dad.
Because he killed him.
Oof. Oh. Oh.
I'm not your dad. You don't have one anymore. Because of me.
Oh. Now I'm sad.
Welcome to the Van Helsing route!
You mean welcome to every route?
You know, obviously I can't give the same recap here, but I was describing the story of Van Helsing's trauma to my friends yesterday.
Yeah.
My friend kept going, "This is a dating sim." And I was like, "Yeah, doesn't this scream dating sim?" Anyway, so here's this trauma, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then you had to do this, and then blah, 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 blah. Yeah, what about that doesn't scream dating sim? Yeah?
Okay, so you know the game where you date birds? Well, actually, here's the trauma dump of the birds.
I mean, because that was a silly, like, you
Yeah.
date birds, but then, oh shit, it's not silly anymore. This is just like, because, they asked what we're playing for today's stream, and I was like, oh, we're playing Code Realize. It's a game about a girl whose skin is poisonous, and so anything she touches melts and dies. Which is why my friend was first like, this is a dating sim.
Yes,
This is a dating sim?
This is a
I
dating
told her,
sim.
yeah, this is a dating sim.
Yes.
And then I explained MC's, like, the reason for MC's poisonous skin, and, like, some of the stuff we learned last time with homunculus and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, dating sim.
Dating sim.
And she's just like, what?
How is this a dating sim? And I was like, oh yeah. And the people you date are Arsene Lupin and Abraham Van Helsing and Frankenstein and Count Saint Germain and a vampire named Impy Barbecue.
Dating sim.
Yeah, and I was like, and they all have their traumas.
Uh-huh.
And so I was sitting there describing all of Van Helsing's trauma that you haven't seen yet. And I was like, yeah, what about this doesn't scream dating sim?
Because when most people think dating sim, I think they are thinking, not trauma.
But I'm asexual?
What does that have to do with trauma?
On what part of the dating sim I focus on?
I'm dead.
I mean... right?
Van Helsing says this curtly and then leaves the dining area. Oh my gosh. Oh. He left without eating anything. It's not my fault if he passes out from hunger.
It would seem that Van Helsing is having a difficult time remaining calm.
Well, yeah. You would too if the person that you saw die didn't die.
Multiple times.
Twice? And is now sending serial killers out there to do serial killing?
Or at least you suspect him of doing so.
I mean, why else would Kellogg's just magically disappear?
Hmm?
It's a joke. Serial killer. Kellogg's.
I think at that point, it's not disappearing. It's, getting murdered.
I'm ready for a nap.
I'm really amused that your caption took your singing along to "Why am I a brat? YR?"
And then when I said I need a nap, it says for an app.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, Sharky. Why are you a brat?
I'm not a brat.
Yes, I won't let him go alone. Let's all go together.
The others all agree. Ugh, fine. I'll make him a sandwich or something.
It's hard to say whether he'll have an appetite after seeing a murder scene.
The crime scene isn't far, and we arrive at Viscount Brandel's mansion after an hour's walk. I didn't think such a violent crime would take place so close to our own mansion.
We're almost there. Viscount Brandel's estate is beyond these trees.
Just as he says, we can see what appears to be the roof of a large building just past the trees before us. Do you want to be Officer A?
Huh?
Do you want to be Officer A? Sorry, I don't know what means.
I said, because I'm eating chips.
You're eating chips while we're voicing a dating sim?
Mm-hmm. to give me salt to help retain the water that is rehydrating me.
Sorry, folks. No trespassing on this point. Staring at Satan.
Which paper do you write for? We've been ordered not to release any more information to the press.
Two popos.
Step in front of us. My name is Abraham Van Helsing. Captain Leonhardt requested that I aid in the investigation. Van Helsing? The human weapon? That Van Helsing?
Idiot, that lady journalist this morning claimed to be Queen Victoria.
Okay, but like...
You let her waltz right on through. You're way too gullible, you know?
Oh, right. I'm sorry, but Captain Leonhardt has ordered that no one is to be allowed through. Uh-oh. Do you really not get it? Come on, Van Helsing. It's no use saying anything to these uptight buffoons. That's disrespecting a police officer! As Impy and the policeman begin to argue, I see a familiar figure running towards us.
I feel like actually all you have to do is start playing Lupin's theme, and Leonhardt will just come running, screaming, "I'll get you this time, Lupin!"
And not Sholmes?
Well, Sholmes already caught Lupin.
Oh, that's true, that's true. He's already...
Sholmes would be like, you fell into my trap.
Sholmes is already where Lupin was going to go and being like, so, how you been, Lupin? Long time no see.
Nice to see you. I didn't think you'd be quite so predictable, but here you are.
Hey now, what's this commotion? Leonhardt, good thing you're here. I'd like you to take me to the site. Oh? Oh, it's you, Van Helsing. Thank you for coming. He's surreal?
Seriously? Oh, dear. Please, sir, I'd love to get your autograph later.
This isn't Van Helsing. Oh, hello, Van Helsing. Crap, autograph, please.
Wait, seriously? Can you sign this for me? Can you sign my arm?
My child wants to become like you.
I named my child after you, you mean.
Paying no mind to the excited policeman, Van Helsing and Leonhardt greet each other briskly. Leonhardt even seems somewhat cheerful. Van Helsing's skills must be regarded quite highly. The situation's progressed so quickly. I didn't expect this to happen. Good day, Captain. You're just as hot-headed as ever. What? Lupin, you... Leonhardt's expression immediately changes at the sight of Lupin, who had been hiding behind the rest of us. I'll catch you next time, Lupin!
Rather than arguing, but this is Van Helsing, they should have just been like, "Hey, Lupin! What should we do, Lupin?" Make sure to say Lupin's name like extra loud.
What should we do? Arson, Lupin!
Should we get in, Lupin?
I'm still like, wait, but why are they... I love how they're playing Impy's theme.
That's the most appropriate song to play here, because it's also a little bit Leonhardt's theme.
Because it's kind of just more the comedy theme.
Yeah, it is.
You're under arrest for treason, obstruction of justice, and defamation against Her Majesty and myself. Leonhardt quickly grabs Lupin and handcuffs his hands behind his back. Oh, Leonhardt, have you forgotten that we're under the protection of the Queen herself? Handcuffs fall to the ground in an instant. What? How did you do that just now? Answer me! With regard to Azov,
Wrong.
Bleh. See, I will never remember. With regards to...
Like, clearly there should be some kind of way for you to remember it. I just don't know what method is best for getting it into your head.
Name a Kingdom Hearts enemy that.
You don't remember the names of all the Kingdom Hearts enemies.
The ones I get...
Why are the captions like this?
Where did the moose come from?
That's what I want to know!
The only ones that I frequently get confused are the little floaty guys that are named after music. Those are the ones I have the most trouble with. Especially because some of them show up in other games, look basically the same, and have different names.
See, you don't know all the Kingdom Hearts enemies. Because you can't keep straight the ones that are just recolors of each other in different elements. And that's totally crucial, so you don't know them all.
I was gonna be like, do I remember all the ones from Kingdom Hearts 1 off the top of my head?
I just know Blue Rhapsody's in there.
Red Nocturne.
Was it Yellow Opera?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Green's the one that I forget the most. The healing one. And Final Mix has a black one that I never remember because he's only in Final Mix in one area.
Aren't there stronger versions of them too?
Not in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Well, not Kingdom Hearts 1, but...
In Kingdom Hearts 2, there's a giant version of the red one specifically. None other ones, just the red one. And then in Kingdom Hearts 3, there's some changed versions of them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Kingdom Hearts 2 one is Crimson something, and I don't remember the music it's tied to. But I know it's...
Kingdom Hearts, Elemental, Elements, Crimson, something. Crimson Jazz.
Ah.
Shows up in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes. Yeah, that's the Kingdom Hearts 2 version of... giant version of the red one.
Oh, I found the list. The list of variations.
Okay.
Okay, we have Red Nocturne.
Yep.
Blue Rhapsody.
Yep.
Yellow Opera.
Yep.
Green Requiem.
Oh, it's Requiem.
Black Ballad. Silver Rock.
Which one? Silver Rock, where's...
It's found in Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
I don't remember.
It's an
Oh! That's the one that I think that's in the Battle of the Thousand Heartless.
One of the strategy thingies for it says in the Pride Lands.
Yeah, I think it shows up in both.
Let's see. It shows up in Agrabah, Halloween Town, Pride Land, Agrabah again, Cerberus Cup, Cerberus Paradox Cup, Hades Paradox Cup. And then there's Emerald Blues, Spring Metal, Scarlet Tango, Grey Caprice,
Are those all the Kingdom
Striped
Hearts?
Aria,
Oh, yeah, the striped one.
Sapphire Elegy, Pink Concerto, Turquoise March, Emerald Serenade, Violet Waltz.
Those all sound like Kingdom Hearts 3 ones.
Oh, these are some stupid ones from, Oh, wait, I found the whole... No, that's a different thingy. Yeah, I found some stupid ones because they are, I guess, from Union Key, and they're watermelon patterned.
Yes.
We're not gonna count those. Those are stupid.
That might be from when you have your beach episode.
There's also fireworks ones. Jack-o'-lantern, rice cake, bitter macaron. Okay, now I finally got back to some ones that look music named again. Emerald Sonata, Vermilion Samba, Marine Rumba, Gold Beat, and Malachite Bolero.
Jeez.
Ooh, that one looks really cool though.
Which one?
The Malachite Bolero.
Oh, yeah.
It looks cool.
Trying to think of where that shows up.
It has less info in the wiki, so I don't
Kingdom of Corona. And shows up in the Caribbean too.
I feel like I try to think of Kingdom Hearts 3, and like, I finished Kingdom Hearts 3, right? But I feel like I try to think of what happened in it, and I'm just like, no, I have no clear memories. The Kingdom Hearts 3 is just some weird fucking fever dream.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts. How may I help you?
With a daily Kingdom Hearts fact.
Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced. There's your fact. I don't know what you expected.
I mean, yeah, okay, that's technically true. Let's move on. We have not gotten through this chapter yet.
Did you expect us to? We'll be cooperating with one another to investigate these crimes. Is that all right, Leonhardt? Leonhardt picks up his handcuffs and inspects them furiously, then nods somewhat reluctantly.
Alright, so if instead of Aza, you say Xehanort, I'll give you a pass.
Oh, yes, we need to find Xehanort.
Yep.
That's like when we were playing Ace in Space, I just forced you into just saying Xehanort every time.
Instead of Neoterra. Yeah. You didn't force me. I did that willingly.
Oh, because it was a bad joke.
It was a great joke. All roads lead to Square.
That is a true statement. Hey, the game I played Friday is technically under the Square Enix brand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a Square Enix collective game.
Oh, I see.
So all roads still lead to Square.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think Lupin would be tagging along. Fine. Let me show you the mansion first. With Leonhardt's grudging agreements, Lupin and the others begin to follow him. Deli and I try to join the group. You stay here.
What? Why?
The paper said it looked like the people had been attacked by a beast. This will be a disturbing scene. It's better if you stayed here to avoid you getting sick and getting in everyone's way. We won't be long. Just sit tight.
Is AC capable of vomit? Like we know she doesn't get tired. Can she vomit?
That's a really good question. Maybe?
I'm like, okay, in terms of disturbing scenes, right? Deli literally watched you, Van Helsing,
Yeah, I don't know.
kill his father.
I don't know why
So
he's telling.
you already traumatized him.
Well, he might
I
be.
guess to spare further trauma.
Or he's like, Deli, stay here. Stay with AC.
I don't think so. But, and I mean, AC's seen some shit. She's caused some shit.
Don't make me cry again.
Anyway, so I'm like, but in terms of her, like, freaking out over what's good or bad, you know, okay, fair. But, like, her getting sick, I'm like, can she vomit from something like that? Like, does her body vomit ever?
That's a good question.
Because we also know that, like, when she puts stuff in her mouth,
It dissolves in her mouth.
yeah, it just kind of dissolves in her mouth.
Yeah.
And, like, she'll get the taste or whatever, but the texture, it all dissolves.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I assume if she vomits, it's, like, toxic as hell. So...
Yeah! Because that would, like, be including the poison that's in her mouth, and oh, that'd be so terrible.
Yeah, I mean, even if I assume that her internal organs are not toxic in that way, because they kind of make it sound like it's on her skin or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that her blood can cancel it out, and that's why she's okay.
Yeah.
But, like, although, does that mean that her vomit... Because when the food goes in...
Would it dissolve
poison.
in her mouth?
When the food goes in, it's getting poison.
Yeah.
But then when it goes in her body, does it cancel out so that if it comes back up, it would not be poisonous?
But then it would mix with the poison that's in her mouth.
This is true.
So then would it dissolve in her mouth, or would it then become poisonous after it's, like, comes out of her body?
It's not going to just dissolve that fast. We know that for certain, is that it's not going to just, like, magically disappear.
So, like, it would still, like, if it came up and... It
takes time to work.
Like, if it comes up and, like, mixes with saliva in her mouth...
Then either way, it becomes toxic again, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. The anatomy of
like, considering that she doesn't have, like, a heart or anything.
Yeah.
To, like, keep blood flowing and stuff. And, like, we know she can eat,
yes.
but we also know she just kind of sat there for 2 years in a house. So she doesn't really need to eat. She, like, doesn't need nutrients.
Yeah.
So I'm like, does she have a stomach? Seriously, can she vomit? Can she even vomit?
Ooh, does she have a stomach? That's
Does she have a stomach? Does she have intestines?
That's a
like,
question.
Does she have any of those things? We know she bathes, but I don't actually know that she, like... Or at least I think she bathes. I hope she bathes. But, like, I don't know that she sweats.
Stop giving us these, like... The anatomy of a character, 1, we weren't thinking about, and 2, leads to so many questions.
Look, they ignited these questions with telling us things that she can and cannot do. Like, get tired.
Oh my gosh.
Like, she climbed up however many flights of stairs and she was perfectly fine. And Victor's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you all?
Yeah.
I don't see why you're concerned about me. 2 years ago, I buried most of my kin. One blood-soaked house isn't going to faze me. Sally.
So about that trauma.
About that trauma.
There's no reason to stop you. Come with us.
See?
Van Helsing and the others walk off, and I stand for a while, waiting for them.
Like I said, it wasn't to keep AC company.
It's been some time, and they haven't come out yet. There's probably a lot to investigate. Detective Potato won the case.
Mm-hmm.
Deli with Ryan Reynolds' voice.
No.
You're the one who said Detective Pikachu earlier.
Well, Detective Potato, Detective Pikachu, you know.
Ryan Reynolds.
No. I can't imagine Deli
No.
voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
I couldn't either.
I could imagine Impy acted by Ryan Reynolds. I feel like he'd do that.
I look around the area for a bit. Then, I find something red on the ground near some bushes.
Is this blood?
I look closer. There are a lot of tracks here, as if multiple people had been walking back and forth right here. I remember something Lupin told me. Footprints can leave a lot of clues behind. That's why a good thief takes care to never, ever leave footprints behind.
They're different sizes, but all the same shape. Probably the police officers.
That means there's something over here that had gotten their attention.
I'd better go take a look.
I follow the footprints and bloodstains to the edge of the forest. Stay here, oh my!
They made it sound like it was on one tree.
Yes, the newspaper did make it seem like it was on one tree. Then, I push through a thicket and see it. Red smeared all over a tree trunk. The word Azoth. I already forgotten. Xehanort.
You had it right the first time.
Written in what is most likely the victim's blood. The paper had said that Viscount Brandrel was killed alone as he was trying to escape. He probably died right here.
Hmm?
I feel like I'm being watched and looked up, but no, there's no one here. I suddenly feel nervous, and even the sound of the treetops swaying in the breeze feels eerie. I should go back at once and... Huh? What are you doing here? I turn around in surprise and discover Impy standing there. Lupin and the others appear as well, with Leonhardt standing at the very back.
I'm sorry for walking around on my own, but I found this place while I was waiting and...
It's fine. The yard's all over this area right now. There shouldn't be any danger. Of course. Van Helsing steps away from the rest and stares up at the word Azoth.
No.
Darn it!
I honestly just am waiting for you to just switch it to Xehanort now.
See, then I already forgotten to say Xehanort.
What is it, Van Helsing?
These letters are in blood. The handwriting is different from last time. Yeah, it's probably the murderer who wrote it this time.
Or it's a whole organization.
Organization 13!
Yeah. Led by Xehanort.
No, it's led by Xemnas.
I don't care.
The new Organization 13, that's led by Xehanort.
See, it's still technically correct. In some form.
I'm going to give you a partial credit.
Yeah! Thanks, Professor. I mean, would you feel better if it was Zemnis instead of Azoth? I will accept Zemnis. I'll accept Azoth. I'll accept Xehanort. I would almost accept Ansem.
See, for a second there, I thought you were going to say Mom for Master of Masters.
No. No, I would think that this would be hilarious.
If it was just the word Mom.
If you were just saying Mom all over the place for this.
I just love that the fandom is just like, we're not saying the full name. He's Mom now.
Yeah.
He's an evil dude named Mom. Well, or he's not evil. We don't know. His name's Mom.
There's some mysterious dude named Mom.
And he raised 6 children.
Uh-huh.
All of them have trauma.
Uh-huh.
And only one of them survived.
Not a very good mom.
And then brought the other 5 back to life.
Not the greatest parenting I've ever heard of, but you know.
Still waiting on Sora to get dinner from his mom.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, I'm laughing too much now. I can't.
This is we're making Kingdom Hearts jokes.
No, because you're hilarious.
No.
Yes!
Did I read your line?
Oh, did I not read this line already?
I don't think so.
I already don't remember.
If you did, you said it wrong, so you should say it again.
You're just like, well, if you did it wrong, so do it again.
That's what I did the whole thing, but no, I'm pretty sure I was correcting you on the previous one, and then you stopped, and I think that's why you didn't read this one.
Oh, because you started making Zemnish jokes.
Yeah.
This is just an assumption, but the Azoth ringleader is likely making those doing his bidding write these words.
All that discussion, it's wrong again.
Yeah, uh-huh. Perhaps as proof of their loyalty, or in return for his support.
I must say, that's in poor taste, and they drive their employees quite hard. That's probably a message from Azoth to hand me over. ...
Try not to overthink things.
You can tell?
Of course, I'm a mind reader. I can just read your mind and tell that you're overthinking everything. Yes, your thoughts are much simpler than you might imagine. Then, we'll continue our investigation on site. What will you do? What will you lot do?
There might be something left here that will provide some proof. I'll help.
Lupin, Impy, and Saint Germain all agree with Victor's intentions.
Probably won't be of much use here. What should I do?
Come with me, then. If you want to keep those who are here with from worrying about you, you're less likely to have trouble with me.
Aren't you going to investigate the crime scene here?
There's something I want to. There's someone I want to call upon. I'm going to see him. What's that supposed to mean? Should I come along? You can come if you want, but the place I'm going to is the home of Herlock Sholmes. Oh, well, then I'm not coming along, of course. Goodbye. After that, Van Helsing, Deli, and I head for Baker Street, where Sholmes lives.
Baker Street. peaceful residential area in London's Midtown. It is famous for being the location of Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Not the location of Herlock Sholmes' house, but just the location of this wax museum.
Maybe he lives inside the wax museum. That's why it's so important.
Sure.
Needless to say, Lupin didn't want to come with us after all. This is a middle-class district where rows of houses line the street. According to Leonhardt, the place where Sholmes keeps his office and lodging is on the street. Detective's office and lodging. Sholmes uses this location on Baker Street as a temporary home. Though he is a genius, his eccentric actions, such as firing a gun in his room out of boredom, stand out. Also, all the drugs. Lots and lots of drugs.
Lots of drugs. Ellie, are you sure you didn't want to stay behind at the crime scene? Why would I want to do that? You seemed very interested in the news this morning. Don't concern yourself about it. I understood enough. There was no point in staying there any longer.
Dilly sounds a lot more confident than usual. Could this be because of Van Helsing's presence? No, he's trying to radar for vampires. He's having his vampire radar going.
Vampdar?
It's like the Spidey sense.
Never mind that. Van Helsing, I certainly hope you've noticed.
Does Van Helsing also have a vampire radar? Not blind.
Bing, bing, bing.
Of course I noticed.
What are you two talking about?
All the people that's been trailing us for 5 blocks. Instead of responding, Van Helsing and Deli suddenly turned down an alleyway.
What's the matter? Why are we running?
I ask as they grab my hands. Turn that corner. Delacroix, do you know what to do?
Don't you try to give me orders.
Well, I just did. I told you to turn this corner. What are you going to do about it?
No, he is giving AC those instructions.
Still holding hands, we turn again down an even narrower alley and hide in the shadows. I finally understand what they're doing, and I make sure to stay well hidden. Immediately after that, the tracker who had lost sight of us appears at the alley's mouth and runs towards us in a panic. Van Helsing and Deli look at each other and nod. They jump out of hiding at the same moment. Don't move. I'll have to react if you do.
Trying to follow me, were you? Very presumptuous for a mere human.
Smiling Hat's back!
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say this is you.
I think it's actually you.
Who? I figured it would be...
Read it in a voice.
Why, yes, reading in a voice. I think that's called reading out loud.
Yeah.
I figured it would be Sholmes.
They're on their way to see Sholmes,
That
but they
doesn't-
wouldn't be this aggressive.
Well, you got me. I surrender. Van Helsing and I both sigh in relief as the man raises hands. Nope, still you! No, this is me!
That's why I said, I think it's you.
Dang, this is me!
I think it was you.
Yeah, this is me.
Because I had finished,
Yeah,
and I
you had
usually
finished.
show up a lot
Yeah,
together.
well, it was one scene.
Well, they work together in any case.
Yes.
You're from Twilight!
The man standing before us is the same one who had captured me during the attempt to kidnap Finnis on the train. I take a step back and prepare myself to react appropriately in case something happens. Van Helsing doesn't seem to be bothered at all, however. Why not? Delacroix, this man is not an enemy. He's an ally. Van Helsing lowers his gun?
Yeah, Alistair's you. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, I knew it was me.
Oh, I pulled up the spreadsheet just to double check. What are you talking about? Twilight want to catch her, don't they? Aren't they your enemies?
This man is an exception. Though Deli gives Van Helsing a quizzical look, he slowly relaxes. This was quite a sloppy attempt to tail us, coming from you. Huh, my apologies. I wanted to test if you were still as sharp as before, Abraham. You completely underestimated me then.
Van Helsing? Who is this?
I suppose I never properly introduced myself. My name is Jimmy A. Allister. Pleased to make your acquaintance, AC.
Jimmy A. Allister, a top official in Twilight, this calm gentleman is old friends with Van Helsing. Although he looks old, he's surprisingly strong.
Hey look, it's Jiminy Cricket. Trying to give, the puppet of Finis, conscience. Why are you laughing like that? Stop it! You're scaring me. Holy crap, that was so robotic and, like, scattered it when it came in or not. That actually was scary. Well, I hold a decently high position within the Twilight Organization.
And you're our enemy after all.
Please excuse my actions during our previous encounter. I had to act that way in front of Finis. Don't worry, this man is my ally. We were both betrayed by Finis, and we both share the same objective. Stabbing him multiple times. Though the difference is that I'm after Finis himself, while Alistair is after the entire organization. He leaked information regarding the orders given to Twilight and AC. He's the one who gave me information about you. After that, I was unable to contact him and I faced some difficulties. I'm sorry about that, but if you can forgive me, it was very difficult to communicate with you without him knowing.
But when we were on that train, Finis was about to capture me. Van Helsing could have been killed.
Sharky talking to himself again. Yay!
I'm talking too sometimes. There's no way you were secretly on our side back then, Alistair.
That incident on the train car, I was going to help you escape later. Same with Abraham. I'd never kill him.
I trust you. If Lupin hadn't saved us, both Van Helsing and I would be dead. Would both be dead.
I mean, either is technically true. I feel an intense, indescribable pressure, and I stare directly into Alistair's face. However, Alistair does not appear to be too troubled, only strokes his beard while he responds softly. The more I say it's true, the less you'll believe me. Then again, there's no other way to show that I'm trustworthy. I still don't trust him, but Van Helsing is the first to back him up. There's no need to doubt you. You were trying to shift things our way as much as you could in that tight corner. I know what you're capable of better than anyone else. Don't you think you're giving me too much credit? You shouldn't expect so much from this old fool. It's apparent that the two trust each other. If Van Helsing has that much faith in him, does that really make him an ally? No, he could betray us.
Trail at the house on the hill.
I've played that game a lot.
It's fun.
It is fun, depending on the group of people you play it with. When you play it with a group that includes the douchebag, then...
Are you saying that you saved my life?
It's not that bad a big a deal. Don't worry about it. I couldn't help myself from wanting to keep you safe, as you're a friend of my former student.
Your student?
Alistair's a university professor and has been guiding me in my studies. Your studies of what?
Yep.
What did you
Did you know?
What did you major in?
Little did we know, Van Helsing's actually a college kid.
What did you major in? Murder? Sorry, criminology?
Those are two very different things.
I think I've heard the joke from, or I've seen the joke online that, criminology is, for murderers who, decided that they would be caught if they actually tried it.
Uh-huh.
But what did Van Helsing study? Alistair smiles and nods. Professor's just a title. I'd like you to visit sometime if you're free. Friends of Abraham are always welcome.
So, Alistair, was it? What business do you have with Van Helsing? I'm sure you didn't follow us here to make small talk.
Deli, who had been watching from the side, speaks to Alistair with an almost hostile intensity. He seems to still be on the fence regarding Alistair. Don't glare at me like that. Of course I didn't come just to chit-chat. He takes a small breath, then begins to speak quietly. Now that Finis is dead, at least publicly, I'm able to move about freely. Publicly? What do you mean? Was the Finis that showed up in Beckford's lab a fake after all? That's what I want to know as well. Is Azoth actually Finis? That's true, then who was the person who died in Father's underground facility? I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Entertain chat.
There's no chat. There's no one in chat right now.
That's what you think.
Hello, chat.
Entertain any lurkers and people watching in the future.
Hello, lurkers and people watching in the future. How's the future? And the lurking in the cave of darkness. But if you're lurking, I guess you're not gonna respond. So I'll just, I don't know. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you enjoyed all the Kingdom Hearts nonsense. Hope you enjoyed the officially announced Kingdom Hearts nonsense today. And the shark Tamagotchis. I'm very disappointed that those shark Tamagotchis are not real. I guess they are just plastic that is supposed to show like a fake screen of a shark, but I want it to be a real Sharkgotchi. What is this? I feel conned. I feel like I have been conned because I want it to be a real Sharkgotchi. And yesterday was Ville's birthday in Twisted Wonderland, and also Leviathan's birthday in Obey Me. We didn't really celebrate either one because I was tired. How's everyone else doing? Suddenly there's static in this music, but I think it's probably just me.
Let's see. How's Twitter doing? Let's see if I can find random ace things to read on Twitter. Okay, mostly I'm seeing so far some tweets about various dating sims that are in progress and in development by various indie companies. That's cool. Some of them look quite pretty. Let's see. Aro women are looked at as cold, cruel, and heartless in our toxic romance obsessed society. Aro men are completely erased because men are seen as only wanting sex already. Aromanticism is stereotyped as just want sex when it's not true. Arophobia is real. Yeah, that's true. Let's give them a retweet. And here's another dating sim in progress. And here's more random things. And Malik tagged us in a post yesterday. All right, the date night dating simulator, a comedic visual novel where you're a knight dating other knights in your local area. 20 days to go for their Indiegogo funding, and they're 40%. That's pretty good, I think. Oh, wait, no, it's now almost 120% funded with 16 hours remaining.
Okay, sorry about that. I also had to open up my window because my room's getting a little weedy. So what's been talked about?
The Indiegogo shows that this has... is this still going? No, it's closed now. Malik had tagged us on a Tumblr post advertising the date night game where you're a knight who dates other knights, I guess. But it seems that by the time I saw it now, because that was at the 16 hours left was the last update on it, it's already closed. But I did hear about it, and it looks like they successfully reached 121% of their goal.
Nice!
So that's cool.
Nice. Yeah. Good for them.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
If I remember right, there was something about ace representation in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. See, I've just been randomly going around on our Tumblr and Twitter while I was waiting, because I don't know what else to do.
Talk about life.
I don't know.
What I did when you walked away for a snack is I talked gibberish and then said how I'd like to see the captioner handles my gibberish. However, I would live around 9. Yep. Sounds exactly the same. This is just a theory, but the Phoenix you encountered there was likely a body double or something. Are there multiple Phoenixes?
Alistair just said this is a theory with body double.
Okay, but he knew a little bit too much to just be a body double.
It's likely a body double or something.
I think there's multiple Phoenixes.
Don't ask me things. I know spoilers. I can't tell you anything.
If I'm asking you a question, I'm not actually asking you a question. I am saying the question out loud and then not wanting a reply because I'm just saying it out for the world.
It is likely a body double or something. Come on, this is your line. Why did I have to read it to you like 3 times?
I'm not asking you to read my line. I'm saying Alistair doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, yeah, he is investigating. Maybe he does know what he's talking about, and maybe he doesn't. I don't fucking know.
Or you do know, and I'm just not asking you to tell me.
I don't fucking know how to answer this.
Because I'm not asking you to.
Then move on.
Brah!
Blah!
Blah, blah, blah. Ah, the normal ace's stupidity.
Do you think we'll reach the end of the chapter today?
Ah! That's a nice joke. There's been too much Kingdom Hearts talk. What? Then he's still... Yes, though it's hard to believe, there's a very good chance that Finis is still alive. I've even seen him with my own eyes, though he and I haven't exchanged any words. The other day after he was supposedly killed, I saw him walking around the palace. I hadn't felt chills like that in a while.
How could it be?
There's no question. It was Finis.
Damn it.
Are you telling me the boy really is immortal? It's preposterous. Calm down, Abraham. Either way, unlike before, Finis is unable to make appearances in public places. However, I've yet to grasp what exactly he's up to in the meantime. I have my own theories. He's a ghost of sorts now, wandering in search of his other half. What? What do you mean? Van Helsing spent some time telling Alistair everything that had happened. Jack the Ripper, the word Azoth written in blood. What?
You got it right earlier, and now you got it right.
See, I've said it both ways, and both ways you told me wrong.
I've been pretty consistent.
No, because I've said it as Azoth in Van Helsing's voice, and you're like, you said it wrong.
I only tell you it's wrong when it's A.
I had said it as Azoth in Van Helsing's voice, and you're like, you're saying it wrong.
I don't know.
You need, if you're gonna tell me I'm saying it wrong, you need to be consistent in telling I'm saying it wrong.
I literally sent you the thing.
Do you think I have that open?
I think you could pull it up.
It's too much effort.
It's literally the last thing in our chat history.
Yeah,
on
but
Discord.
that requires actually like clicking on Discord.
Wow, so lazy.
Why, yes, I am so lazy. Thank you for noticing. The recent mass murder... I see. If Finis is behind this, it seems he really has lost his mind. As far as I know, he's always been crazy.
Thought.
Van Helsing grinds his teeth, fuming. But as a result of Finis' disappearance, I was able to take back some measure of leadership over Twilight. Moving forward, you can consider Twilight an ally, Abraham. Above all else, you seek revenge to see that justice is done. Not just me, us. Ah, that's right. Finis has been driven into a corner like never before. It's only a little further until it's all over. Yes. I sense a special connection between them. One that I shouldn't interfere with, as I watch them shake hands. For some reason, I find this upsetting. Now then, there's no point in getting caught up in conversation here. Your little girlfriend is glaring daggers at me.
Hey. Yes. The Van Helsing family of his girlfriend AC and his adopted child Deli.
You mean his adopted potato?
Yes, adopted potato.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then his teacher.
And they're on a nice, friendly family stroll.
Are they off to see the
I'm not glaring.
Are they off to see the gingerbread man?
Is that Holmes? Sholmes?
I'm just kidding, my lady. Good luck with you, Abraham. I'll let you know as soon as there's any progress. Alistair turns and disappears into the crowd on the main street, as if melting into the scenery. What's with you?
Huh?
You look happy for some reason. Something on your mind?
I'm kind of conflicted, but still a little happy.
What does that mean?
Because now I know you have a friend.
I don't have friends. We're not friends. But now you have a friend.
Van Helsing has a friend.
Oh my gosh. Van Helsing had said that I was not his friend, but he referred to Alistair as his ally and seemed peaceful when he was here. Is that all? That upsetting feeling I had had earlier, it was probably because I want Van Helsing to see me as a friend and comrade just like that. For a while after that, we continued down Baker Street. This is it. We arrive in front of a building in a row of apartments.
Doesn't look like a detective's office.
Why, yes, it looks like an apartment. It doesn't, does it? If Leonhardt wasn't mistaken, he should be here.
Perhaps I should have asked this sooner, but is this Sholmes really going to be of any use to us?
He's smarter than Lupin.
Is he really going to be any use to us? I think it would be very reassuring just to have him on our side. Even Lupin runs away at the sound of his name.
That is a true statement.
What should I give him again? That can't be helped. A thief's instincts are always to run from the law.
The door suddenly opens, revealing Sholmes.
Thought you would arrive around now. Welcome, come in. Van Helsing, did you tell him that we would be coming here?
No, I didn't. He probably predicted that we would arrive through some logical reasoning. Or, you know, he's psychic. We follow Sholmes into the apartment and are shown to an ordinary parlor. There is nothing here that I would have expected a detective's office to have.
This room isn't actually my office, but it's a bit of a mess with barely any room to walk. I apologize, but let's talk here. What is it you want?
Interesting, clasps for the jacket.
Mm-hmm. It's Victorian era. It's steampunk. Look at the steampunk on the wall.
Oh, yes, there is steampunk on the wall.
Yeah.
I think they're called gears.
I don't know what the gears are attached to, so I'm just calling it a steampunk. I don't know.
The gears are attached to the wall.
But they're also touching something else. Is it just like a steampunk mirror that has gears on it for no reason?
A lot of things in this game have gears on it for no reason.
That's true.
I'd have assumed that you've already figured out why we're here.
Oh. You overestimate me. Well, let me make an educated guess.
Sholmes chuckles, then gestures to us while he thinks aloud.
You're here today seeking some sort of information regarding the Azoth incident from last night. How's that? You're right. How did you know? It's elementary, my dear.
Watson's not here.
Hey, we're being adopted as Watsons.
AC
Welcome
Watson.
any client to my business.
for the past few years, but right now I've limited that number for my own reasons.
Ah, yes, A.C. Watson.
There's Joan Watson.
Well, that's why it's A.C. Watson.
Exactly. Maybe the J has to stay. Maybe it's J.C. Watson.
Jesus Christ, Watson! That's an interesting person.
It'd be fascinating.
Who would be the Sherlock Holmes to Jesus Christ's Watson?
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah, Sherlock
Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes and Jesus walk into a bar to solve a murder.
Yep. Totally. Been the same once I moved to London. Only a select few in Scotland Yard know of me here, and maybe Captain Leonhardt. If you've made it this far, I'm assuming that you have Scotland Yard's blessing, or that you've had contact with Leonhardt.
Sholmes continues talking as he glances through the papers spread before him at his desk.
They're all busy right now chasing after this Azoth fellow, the one behind Jack the Ripper, as well as the Brandel murders. Van Helsing and AC, I hear that you were involved in the recent death of Jack the Ripper.
Sholmes has easily surmised how we are related to the incident with Jack as well.
Common thread shared by all these points is Azoth. That name. Then the reason you're here must be that you seek as much information as possible and want a professional detective's help. That's only the natural conclusion. What do you think?
Sholmes shrugs.
It's like he sees through everything we do.
To him, we're open books. His gaze looks so omniscient that it feels a bit uncomfortable. Delhi seems particularly bothered by Sholmes and naturally puts some distance between the two of them. It certainly appears that you're worth requesting cooperation from.
Do I meet your demanding standards? Let's talk business, then. I keep my work and my private life separate. My skills don't come cheap.
It doesn't matter. Lupin will take full responsibility for the payment. Wow!
Van Helsing just throwing Lupin under the bus directly.
You're just gonna have to find him to get the money.
Sholmes is like, okay, I'll find him in 5 minutes. That'll be easy enough. What?
Is he sure he wants to make promises before he checks to see if it's acceptable?
You're hiring a detective with the thief's money. I enjoy the hiring. You're requesting that I solve the mystery of the Azoth incidents and find out the truth. Is that correct?
After that, Sholmes quietly listens to our story without showing any signs of surprise or shock.
I see. So everything is mostly as I had already expected. Take a look at this.
He spreads a map of the city out on the desk. There are dates and information written at a number of points on it.
In the past few months, the number of violent crimes within London has increased at a rapid pace. I was personally interested in that. I've been following them for a while, and discovered a strange commonality. A commonality?
What is it?
This.
Sholmes takes a separate set of papers from a drawer in his desk. It is a list of names and armed forces ranks. Several of the names at the top are crossed out. Viscount Brandel's name is one of the ones with a line through it. This is a list of those who received commendations after the vampire war.
Exactly. I have a client in the government for whom I have solved an interesting case. He provided me with this list.
So vampires coming after the people who got rewarded. Or somebody. Doesn't have to be a vampire, but somebody's coming after people who are rewarded. He gently traces his finger over the names with lines through them.
As I'm sure you understand by now, the killer has been murdering his targets in an order according to this list.
Okay, where on the list does Van Helsing lie?
You know, I am curious about Jack the Ripper.
Well,
Because he wouldn't have gotten commendation, but it would sound like that someone he killed would have been a target of that. But he was also only targeting women.
No, I think these two have two different motives and two different things that they're doing. Like, this killer's doing the military, Jack the Ripper's doing women.
Unless there are multiple killers in this. Right? Because Azoth's just controlling from a higher level.
Yeah.
He was giving Jack the Ripper orders.
Yeah, and he's supposedly giving this guy orders. This person, I should say.
Person singular?
Or persons.
That's my point. Is that I don't think it's just one person from how they're describing it. From the perspective of a vampire, such individuals deserve death.
Deli quietly says this as he leans against the wall.
Van Helsing, your name is on here too. Indeed. After the current top person on the list is killed, he'll become the next target. You came to me at a good time. The problem is, how did the killer get his hands on this top secret list?
Finis. The killer is within the government, or Azoth has some connection to it. It's one of those two scenarios.
Then I'm going to assume that Azoth is within the government. Azoth has been an accomplice to a number of crimes. After Jack's story, I'm inclined to think he has a certain charisma. This charisma draws criminals to him, and he has the intelligence to control them. One could even call him the Napoleon of crime. ...
Either
Either way, I'm unfortunately still in the middle of my own investigations. I've yet to learn the truth about Azoth.
Azoth is Finis. Van Helsing states this quietly, but firmly, leaving no room for doubt. Shalom seems mildly surprised.
Yes? Are you referring to the technology advisor to the British military, Finis? You believe that he is Azoth?
Yes.
On what do you base this theory?
During the events with Jack, Azoth left a message containing information that only Finis would know. Information only Finis would know. It was most likely...
Like, I still feel like it should be some voice distorty version of Finis's voice, but I don't.
Sorry, I don't think you have a program for that.
You'll just need to continue being a puppet like you were during the war. You don't want to lose someone precious again, do you?
Those
At
words.
this point, Finis and Flowey have the same voice.
Hi, I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower.
Flowey the flower.
Photoshop Flowey. Those words, spoken by Azoth. Puppet. Lose someone precious. Wonder what it all means. Don't intend to tell you exactly what he was referring to.
I see. That's fine. I'll keep your story in mind. I have just one word of advice for you.
Sholmes pulls himself upright and looks towards us.
The one currently calling himself Azoth seems to have the tendency of working 2 nights in a row. Which means that tonight, the survivor at the top of this list is going to be his target.
That is useful information. Good thing we've hired you.
You're welcome. But be careful. This opponent will not be easy to take down. Viscount Brandel was killed by a vampire. I have no doubts whatsoever about that.
I'm the only one who reacts in surprise. Van Helsing and Deli both seem unfazed by Sholmes' words.
I would assume so. One of our hated enemies is dead, and the terrible state of that mansion. I never forget that brutality. It was the style someone I knew very well knows best. The killer is most likely a pure-blooded vampire like myself.
We return to the Brandel estate and rejoin Lupin and the others. We relay Sholmes' information to Leonhard as well. By the time we return to St. Germain's mansion, the sun has already set. We gather in the lounge and discuss how to proceed from this point. Although Deli is with us, he doesn't say anything, choosing to simply listen to us talk. Silver Yard officers have already been stationed at the home where the next attack has been predicted to occur. Van Helsing's voice carries quite well in the quiet room. I'm going to join them, and I intend to capture the vampire who has been committing these crimes. But this is my fight. There's no need for any of you to force yourselves to join me. I will handle it on my own. His expression is tight and stern. If I let him go through with this, he's going to go somewhere far away where I'll be unable to reach him.
Coming too. Azoth is after me. I'm part of this as well. I won't get in your way, so please, let me come with you.
I stare at Van Helsing. My words come from my heart. Ah, they come from nowhere. As if synchronizing with my attitude, Lupin speaks up from the side. I'll obviously come along too. Either way, the only remaining clue to Isaac's whereabouts is this Azoth fellow. Exactly. If we let him get past us, we'll be completely stuck. I'll try to help out as much as I can, so Van Helsing won't have any problem when it comes to catching that guy.
Sorry that my motives aren't as honorable as yours, but I am curious. I won't get in your way, so allow me to come. I'll come too, of course. If the vampire war is the root of all of this, it concerns me as well.
So we're all going together after all? Fine, as long as you don't get in my way. Amidst all this, Victor timidly raises his hand.
There is one thing that's bothering me.
What is it?
If the target's as well guarded as you say, don't you think the vampire will simply not attack tonight? That's not possible.
Dilly suddenly speaks up.
There's no point in increasing the number of people present. It will only fuel that man's anger.
What are you talking about? Do you know something about the murderer?
Yes. I can tell from the scene we saw today. That was the aftermath of a fight involving my father's highest subject. Math. He was referred to as Nuntot. I don't know if that's correct. Let me see if I can find anything. I doubt I'll find anything, but I'm gonna try.
Neuntot is what I would expect. Ah, yes. Do 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 do, or chi 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 chi. The nuns.
Like, I don't know how to put the accents over. Tote.
Hmm?
It's Noin Tote.
Ah, knowing Toyota.
I'm gonna pass this to you because I'm sure you'll probably end up having to read it at some point.
Oh, I'm probably gonna have to read it like right now.
Well, I'm the one reading it right now.
Is there a way?
Nine Tote.
So I sent it to you, right?
Yeah,
There's like a little listen button.
Yeah.
Nine Tote.
Which, as you can see, is German for kill 9.
Ah, is he killing 9 people?
Or 9 dead was the other translation I saw.
Ah. Vocabulary lessons with Satan.
9 Tote. Is apparently.
I don't think you finished reading.
I was just seeing if I could find any other info. He was referred to as Nointote. He was feared by humans and respected by our race as one of the greatest vampires. He was also my master in the art of battle. Van Helsing, I'm sure you recognize this name, don't you?
Yes.
If you intend to capture this man, I will come with you. I will attempt to convince him that as the vampire leader, I cannot stand by and watch a subject of mine fall to darkness.
I advise against that.
Why? What right do you have to stop me?
As you saw from the disastrous condition of the crime scene, he destroys his targets with an intense hatred. I just remembered something. Hopefully this works. Didn't do the glossary entry.
Oh.
Whose turn is this?
I think it's yours now.
Nointote?
I sent you the thing.
Yeah.
Nine Tote.
Yeah. A vampiric survivor of the Vampire War, he harbors a deep hatred for humans. He has been assassinating members of the nobility involved in the instigation of the war. And then boop, 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 boop.
Just skip red.
Nope.
I read this already.
If he were to find out that you had been acting alongside humans, he would likely try to kill you too, despite your status. Will you be able to fight one of your own kind? Could you fight to the death against your own master?
That's...
If you don't go into battle with the intent to kill him, you will die. I don't need anyone slowing me down. You should stay put here. Deli says nothing more to Van Helsing. Actually, he's probably shocked into silence. Should we finish at the murder or right after a murder? 'Cause it's been 2 hours.
I guess we should stop here.
Okay. That's it for today.
Thanks for joining.
We'll
Thanks for listening to all the Kingdom Hearts jokes.
We'll be back Wednesday for Lovingly Evil. Finally.
Mm-hmm. Assuming that I get OBS and everything all working. It should be working now, I think.
Yeah, I was
I
about
don't know.
to
I haven't
say.
actually gone live with it yet.
Well, yeah, you haven't gone live with it, but I thought you had set up everything.
Yeah.
So
what I mean is assuming that nothing goes wrong with what I set up.
Yeah.
Since I technically haven't actually done it.
Troubleshooting while live. It's fine.
Uh-huh. Okay, bye.
Bye.